Look at that. Oh, look at the Ford.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, man.
Danny wasn't kidding. I mean, when we pull up to this property, I'm seeing a lot of barns, a lot of garages, a lot of sheds.
You got a flyer?
Got it, man.
All right, let's do it.
This guy's name is Mike.
Hey, you Mike?
Yeah.
Nice Ford. There's a white 1930s convertible Ford. Obviously, we're in the right place. Hey, I'm Mike, too.
Nice
Talk
to meet
Danny?
you. Yeah, yeah.
Frank, how you
ya.
doing?
How are you,
Nice to
Frank?
meet you. Pleasure.
Yeah, did you restore this?
Actually, my dad did and my cousin Al did.
No kidding.
This was just really like a
Just a
paper-
driver.
Yeah. It's got a small block 350 in it.
Sure.
We put power steering in it. It made it a lot easier for Dad to drive it, for one
You
thing.
can drive it anywhere.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He was riding in style.
Yeah.
This was all your dad's stuff, huh?
Yeah, it was. And he passed away at the end of the year, and I've just been working on trying my best to pull through and
Sort
make a
through,
little-
figure it all
yeah,
out.
Yeah, it's been quite a chore.
Yeah.
It's a collection that's out of control. I need to make room. My wife was willing to move here, down to this big house, and it's an old house.
Mike is a motivated seller, and nothing motivates a seller like a wife that wants to clean out the property.
How much for the broken propeller? Both tips are broke off.
Yeah, what does this say here?
Oh, there's another one behind it. Is this like the wall of shame? All the broken ones?
Is that one broken?
That one's not broke, is it?
No,
This
that-
one's not broke.
No, and it's
And that's bolted on there hard.
yeah, it's bolted through the shaft, so that should come loose
Okay.
and come right off. Either that or this building will fly away.
So how about 3 bills for this one, and then the other one, like, let me see. That one's rough, man, like 60 bucks.
Yeah, okay, I could see that.
All right. Imagine the shredded, splintered one hanging above a bar. I love it.
Don't have a need for a big belt-driven drill press, do you?
This one's smaller and manageable. Some of them are so big you can't even mess around with them, you know. Okay, so this is a line shaft drill press. So before power tools had individual motors, they were powered by a line shaft. So there was one central motor that powered all of the machinery in the shop through a series of belts. So anything from a drill press to a lathe or a saw, all of these things were run from one central power source with a series of belts. Now, the great thing about this drill press, it's not so huge that you can't move it. What do you want for this?
I have no clue, Mike.
Well, it's just, I mean, it's just kind of it's a prop.
It is.
You know, for someone to put, if they're doing an early garage, you know, if they're collecting Model Ts, Model As, you know.
And the thing is, my dad used that. The building was where we built cars and where we worked on different things and just had fun. He kept that thing greased up, and you could be guaranteed it would work.
Two bills.
Good enough.
I think it's cool. And you know, the great thing about it is, it's easy to move around. It's
I'm
cool.
glad to see that go to a good home, only because it was one of the things my dad used a lot.
There's actually people out there that will still use this. And even though they're few and far between, it's still a desirable piece.
This was my dad's.
Oh, cool.
All right, now you're talking.
Bikes
I
have been
love
sold.
motorcycles. It's Zundap. Zundap motorcycles are German-made motorcycles. I mean, at one time, they were Europe's largest manufacturer of motorcycles.
Unbelievable. I bought a Zundap in Italy when Frankie and I were there a few years ago. Bam, we see it. KS 750 Zundap with sidecar.
Yeah.
Zundap, now we're
yeah.
talking.
Zundap.
Let me see. Ah.
Because they're made overseas, Zundaps are very easy to spot in Europe, but not so easy to find in America.
Very cool. Is it original paint?
I believe it is.
50 what?
54, I think. It's a Buco seat. It's not the original seat, but it's a much more comfortable seat.
Okay.
I know that the value on it drops a little bit because it's not the original seat.
That's a great seat, though. Opposed Zundap.
Opposed Zundap. Zundap is one of the few motorcycle companies that run opposed motors. That's where the cylinders, instead of going up and down, go side to side. It kicks through still, even after all this time.
That's one thing that my dad did. Even though he didn't ride it, he'd go and make sure that the engine was loose on this and the compression was good. This was a special thing to him.
Well, I know a little bit about these bikes. Notorious on these, they have a Bakelite timing gear, and they corrode. I mean, after they've been sitting, they just corrode. Those need to be fixed. They're about $400 or $500 for the gear, and
Yeah.
about the same to have it put in.
Yeah, it was the Bakelite gear the timing gear was quieter.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
they did that. This is a rare bike.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
So, I mean, I'm interested. What would you have to have?
Frank, I know that a bike in this condition is worth about $5.
Okay. These don't come up for sale that much, you know. I mean, they're very rare. A lot of people specialize in German motorcycles. I don't know a lot about them, but I know enough to buy it. I'd be comfortable at $4,000.
You know, I think I'd be comfortable with you having it at 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, heck of a deal. I'll do her then.
Doing it.
All right.
It's a rare bike, Frank. You know, it'd be right up there with like the BMW R69S. It's right there with the quality of it, you know.
Right.
As much as Dad liked the bike, I like the idea of it going somewhere so I don't see it on the road. That bike has a special meaning in our family. It deserves a respect to get it up running, but I don't want it riding by my house.
Wow, this is awesome in here. It's like walking into a movie set. The lights coming through the windows, making it look like a magical setup. Look at the cars.
So Mike saves the biggest barn for last, and you can't help but notice this killer collection of cars from the early 1900s. Mike's got a few Franklins in this barn. Some are from the 1930s, but there's one from 1919.
It was a good road car, but it was also one that you could just do anything you wanted to with.
And this is the earlier one over here?
Yeah, the early Franklin.
Yeah. See, these are the ones I've seen before and fell in love with in the past. The front end of these cars are insane. I mean, it looks like a locomotive.
Yeah, and it just amazes me how easily things move. They used to call it a coffin nose Franklin. At least that's what I grew up learning it as. It's got this split windshield that comes to a point. It looks more like an airplane, a boat, or something else like that.
There was a guy in southern Iowa that I tried to buy one of these cars off of
Yeah?
years ago. I was just so enamored with the front end of it. And I tell you, once you see the front end of a Franklin, you never forget it. I mean,
Yeah.
they're so unique. Franklin cars have been around since the early 1900s. This is a car company from Syracuse, New York, ahead of its time with cutting-edge engineering. It's so amazing. I mean, just think about it. You know, this car was air-cooled back then.
It's hard to believe 1919, and they were paying attention to this kind of stuff back then.
Yeah, it was a very innovative time in American transportation.
Did you look at the interior?
No, I didn't even look at the interior.
You gotta look
yet.
at the interior.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is the original interior?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
You open that door, and if you look at the handles, they're just not the typical handles. They're like a brass. They look more like something on furniture than they do a car door. It's just so elegant inside the car, too. It's just such a really classy vehicle. Do you see the netting on the roof there right there?
I saw that,
that.
yeah.
Isn't that cool?
This is a barn find by every means. It looks like underneath all the dirt and dust, it's original paint.
One of those things where you walk in and you go, wow, I didn't think anything like this existed in this condition.
And how
Yeah.
long has it been sitting here?
It's been here at least 30 years, 40 years probably.
Do you remember where your pops found it, or was it your uncle or your grandfather?
I
that
think
had
it was my uncle again. There was a lot
So it's
of,
always been in the family then, if your dad got it from your uncle.
Yeah, pretty much. The Franklins, they all ran. In fact, my father drove one of them back and forth to work in Cleveland for a while.
What kind of number do you have on this one?
Actually, you know, a guy made an offer on it once.
What did he offer you?
4.5, 5.
They're not big money cars, especially if they're barn finds, because you never know what you're gonna encounter mechanically with one of these cars. And it's not like there's a tremendous amount of parts out there. It's not like they come up onto the market all the time, you know?
Right.
So it's difficult to navigate the restoration of one of these, or even to mechanically restore one. What research have you done on this car?
Well, a car in this condition is $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 range because it's a barn find, and yeah, it's a little crummy, dirty, but you got the interior's nice on it. It's well lubricated at this
It's all
point.
there.
It's all here. Biggest problem you've got is a dent,
Yeah.
and
So
that's about it.
it's a straight car that would be perfect for a restoration, or if you wanted to just mechanically go through it.
Exactly.
Getting a car to run is completely different than getting a car to drive. What would you feel comfortable selling it at?
Something over 5.
So 6 would do it? I think there's some room on the back end if I can get the car to run.
6 would do it really easy.
Okay, well then let's do it.
You just bought yourself a Frankie Lynn.
Wow!
I'm glad he got it. It's nice to see somebody who can truly appreciate that for the beauty that car really is. I think I made some friends. If I've got a question, I think I know who I can turn to for an answer.
See you guys!
So long.